Otherwise, we're going to be walking for a solid 30 more minutes. And I want to do some field work. No, you're good. That way they're kind of walking with each other, so you can come back on the road. It's almost more of a distraction. Crystal, make a left and kind of make a circle now. Go left and kind of just complete it. Yep. And that way you guys are kind of doing a little loop. You can go back on the blacktop though. Ultimately, you guys are now a distraction for yourselves. So half of you should be walking on one side, the other should be walking on the other, and you're kind of just doing this really weird circle thing. This way you're giving the illusion to your dog that you're walking past a million dogs right now. They don't realize that you're in a loop. They just see that there are dogs walking next to you, behind you, all around you.
Diamond knows. She keeps seeing Ellie and going for her.
So then don't let her.
You want me to keep going straight this time?
Yeah. Watson's doing pretty good. He didn't growl at you yet.
I know. Very impressed.
Has he growled yet since the surgery?
He tried once, and I backed him on the nose.
I got him on the nose.
Alright. She's not responding.
Not responding. Hold on a second.
She's on the seat. That's why I had to bow out, because I'm either going to lose my fingers.
Or I'm going to lose my fingers. So use less leash, more e-collar. Sit. Come. Sit. I had to go up to an 8. It's not a number thing. You're thinking that we're shocked. It's
Well,
ultimately.
I did the test once, just to see what the seat felt like, and it gave me quite a jolt.
But here's the problem with you doing a test on yourself.
Okay.
You have to raise the distraction level. Your dog right now is at a distraction level of 8 TCM.
Okay.
You at your home testing yourself, it's the same as the consultation. You're a 2 or a 3 TVM
Yeah.
because you're focused and you're like, all right, let me see what it feels like. But if you were in a car accident, dealing with someone's yelling at you, and I'm trying to go, honey, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
You know, so that's all it is.
Okay.
Once we get the dogs, a button.
Okay.
So it's going, I went down to a 7. So you can fluctuate between like a 7 and an 8, because that's kind of where your dog is. But everything is going to be a different number. It's just a matter of, is the dog focused on you, or is it still distracted? Good. So button, and just keep the dog with you. When you press the button, it's I guess like a silent command that says focus on me.
Okay,
Then you can press the.
I wasn't pressing it before. I was giving a command.
Yeah, no, when we're walking, it's almost like me tapping you on your shoulder, going
okay.
button, button, button. If I was your husband and I like to look at all the girls, you would have to make sure that you go, hey, stop it.
Do they make them for husbands?
Right?
Thank you.
Everybody put your dog in a sit. Put him in a sit. Put him in a down. Put him in a down. Put him back into a sit. Come on, Camus. Good job. Put him back into a down. Go down and collar pressure. We're waiting for the last one to catch up. Put him back into a sit. I don't even think I need to ask. Can everyone hear me? Pretty good. Pretty sure they hear me.
You got a good loud voice. You know how to project it.
Yeah. All right, it looks like she joined us. All right, we can begin again. Keep your dog in a heel. Make sure you guys are pressing the button and keeping the dog focused on you. Look who it is. Vince. He loves it. And more people showed up. I love it. Good to see you. Awesome. Hey, buddy. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you guys. So we're all actually walking back this way. Good to see you. Where's the dog? He's suspended for the day. I love it. You guys are funny. We're gonna go left up here. Right. So believe it or not, if you put your dog in a sit, they'll all put their dogs in a sit. So maybe walk towards that bench. By the time you get to the bench, just put your dog in a sit. How's it going? No, get in it.
Oh, okay.
You guys are all about it.
Are you like the dog whisperer?
A little bit better. Your dog's doing good. Your dogs are doing good. You know your dogs do good. You just tie them to your belt and walk. They're like, we know what to do. Good old Maku and Pabu. Wow, we actually like take up the entire road here. All right, I think everyone's caught up. Question? Oh, just waving at your friends. All right, you guys can keep going. You got 2 bikes and a runner coming up, guys. Good boy, Triton. No. I know, don't say hello. Everyone wants to run over. Frankie, you haven't reacted yet. Doing great. Good job. Way to go. Way to go.
Usually every time we show up.
You don't have to work that. Good.
Come on. Go. Up. Wait.
All right, so what I'm gonna have you do is line up like right here, kind of like how we started.
How far do you want me to go? Like,
I would come about right here, and that way we'll kind of wrap around.
it'll be good if I'm towards the end, so I'll have to head out a little early.
Well, yeah, you'll be the end. You can just bounce.
If I get away with bringing him on the pool deck. There's no one there.
So we're gonna make a line just like when we started. It's balloon time, everybody.
I need to bring my little one.
All right. Keep 5 foot from everybody, please.
Look at that little puppy. A lot of puppies, huh? They're in school right now. So they can learn to be better puppies.
Thanks for this joint.
Yeah, man. See you later, buddy. Anything specific you want to do with them? I'm gonna ask questions and see kind of anything they have.
We need to. It's only been like 20 minutes.
I know, but I didn't want to do a full loop of walking. I wanted to do stuff with them.
So see if they have any questions or problems specifically with it.
Is there anything that you guys are dealing with at your homes or out in public that you guys need any specific help with or have questions that you guys, are having some difficulty with? You guys did pretty good on that walk. Some of you guys, I noticed the dogs still pull you. I spoke with one person. It was just a matter of using the e-collar the right way, finding the right level for the situation. But is anybody having anything that they're trying to work on at home? Maybe advancing the dog at all? Jerry, are you working on any tricks?
My wife don't help me.
Your wife doesn't help you? We're gonna have to teach you how to get your wife to help, I guess. Separation anxiety? So, great question. Is anyone else having any issues with separation anxiety? Your dogs love to run up to you all the time and get kisses? So the best thing for separation anxiety is the crate and the place. We need to control the routine and tell the dog what's expected of it. It has to have clarity of what's going on. So for me, I put my dog on place and then I'll go and cook some food or do something and I look at my dog like a roommate, right? It's like, hey, I'm gonna go cook some food. I'll be right back. You stay on place. And then I go do my thing. But what you wanna do is create an environment in your house where the dog doesn't feel it has to constantly run towards you. The truth is, dogs run to you and look at you when they're confused and they're looking for an instruction. It's like if I'm like, Jerry, what are we doing today? I'm looking at him for instruction. If he doesn't tell me, well, we're going to group class, well, we're gonna go get lunch after this, I'm gonna just wander around and be a human doing my own thing, right? We need to go, hey, place, sit, down, whatever it is, we need to make sure that the dog understands what we're supposed to, do throughout the day. In the consultation, I always ask, what's the day in the life of the dog? Well, it wakes up, goes to the bathroom, goes on a walk, goes to a little socialization. I feed it. It goes on place for 2 hours while I work. The best answer to your question is put your dog on place and see if you can watch a TV show or a movie without your dog getting off a place. Next week, I'm going to ask you at group class if you did it. Can you get through a 30-minute TV show or a 2-hour movie with your dog on place, not reacting to anything of, its triggers? Any other questions?
Working on duration. Like getting him to be on place, because he gets bored maybe after like 10 minutes and wants to get off real bad.
So, one, you have to make sure that when he does get off, you have to almost set a timer so you know his limits, right? That's why I recommend a TV show or a movie. So if you know at 23 minutes, he usually goes, screw it, I'm gonna get off. That's when we wanna go, all right, let me make sure that I'm at least there to say, hey, back place. You should almost anticipate the dog getting off. So that way you're like, it's at that point, and then just reinforce the place. Or after about 10 minutes, just go over to Watson, go, hey, good job, place. And just constantly do that.
Continue to weave.
Any other questions?
So on this part here, I want you to go ahead, not you. Go ahead, I want you to continue to change pace. Faster, slower. No, not weaving. Straight through. You're gonna go faster. You're gonna go slower.
I'm so excited that the collar's just not working.
Which means you're at 18 TCM and nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. Well, I mean, he's just like, he's still barking at what he wants, and he's barking at you because you're shocking him, but he's not like
So for me,
shocking him. Sorry.
right,
Getting attention.
for me, if I'm at the point where, so for instance, with them, I got to 8 TCM and she's like, oh my God. The reality is, how many of you guys have tested the e-collar on yourselves? When you tested yourself, did you raise the distraction or did you just put it in your hand and feel it? Because the reality is, the number is dependent upon the distraction level. So even though as humans, we go, oh my God, as we're going up, it might be painful. We want to make sure that the dog has clarity on what it is, but we're matching the level of the distraction. For me, it's a threshold thing. So if it wants to get to me, right, and this dog, oh my God, Triton wants to get crazy, the only thing that we can do in this situation, if the e-collar is not working and if the leash isn't working and you can't get the dog to sit and get him under control, is either you have to back up or I have to back up, and we have to cut the distance in half. So for instance, if I'm gonna be your dog, right? If I get to right here and I'm like, oh my God, Triton, I'm so excited. You have to now stop me before I get to this line. So I would go, sit, and now you've got me under control right before the threshold, and then slowly work the dog through it. But I've had some dogs that are crazy and I'll just start working them and they're just now focused, and because I started back here, I now can walk, and out of nowhere I can get right next to you and it wouldn't matter because the dog's in the zone with me, but you have to get the dog in the zone with you from a little bit of a distance. So I'd kind of create more of a distance and then approach it again with the focus, because what you're doing is trying to get the attention of the dog when it's at the highest distraction. I need to step away from the distraction, get its attention, and then reintroduce it to the distraction and prevent the trigger.
And then one last question. Since he was a puppy when he started, and it was really great, really good, and all of a sudden he's getting...
Ask the question louder so we can all
All right, so when he first started working with you guys, he was a puppy. And as he's growing bigger and getting older and getting more testosterone, is it normal for them to kind of digress a little bit and get a little more...
Let me ask, Cameron and Samantha, as your dog has gotten older, have you noticed any changes in your dog's behavior?
Yeah, okay.
Has it digressed?
I think he's pushing more, but
I mean, it's okay to say it digressed.
yeah, I would say a little bit, but I wouldn't know if digress is the right word, just more of him like wanting to test more and see like what he can do now that he's got the hormones and stuff. But I have to say that with the whole process after getting him fixed, and we were really on top of the kenneling for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
His focus is amazing right now.
Awesome.
So
Really good to hear.
that's a plus.
Kennel, huge. Kind of knowing that, hey, the dog just got fixed, I have to go through it. But yeah, they will 100% change.
I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I'm getting frustrated.
Take the e-collar off of Olaf and he'll go, I know all the things, I don't even need the e-collar, but guess what? I'm gonna make you work for it now. I'm gonna be a little bit more playful. The dogs are always going to. Even Zilla, who's 9.5, almost 10, she knows what she's supposed to do, but sometimes I don't want to go inside. Come on, let me just lay out here. I'm good. They talk back. They give you they turn into a negotiation tactic, you know? Yeah, all day long. So we just have to be firm, right? All day long. It's not, yeah, definitely something that we can deal with. Anything that you guys need some help with or questions?
Waterproof?
Yes, waterproof. Yep, and goes up to 3/4 of a mile.
Okay. Yeah, I take them out in the ocean. Yeah,
Anything.
in the ocean
Well, the biggest thing for her is I just can't get her to heel properly. And I know the trick is right. And when I do that, she gets it. But then, you know, and then right after that, she likes to have that 1.5 foot, and I don't
So one thing that you can do, see how your dog's in a down like this?
Yes.
Can you come to me and stand right here and face your dog and keep it in a down?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so come towards me. Come take a
No
couple
leash?
steps. No, you can hold, like slide it so you get towards the end of the leash.
Oh, okay.
Keep the dog in a down.
Short it down.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk toward, you want the dog to heel on your left or right?
On the left.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is take a step this way.
Yep.
And as you walk straight past your dog, your dog's going to flip and literally turn like that, right? Do you kind of see how the dog's head's gonna go this way and come by your side?
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So I want you to say heel and just walk like this, and the dog's gonna go like that and walk right by you.
Down.
Put him down.
Short it down.
You can kind of back up and get some room and do it. But do you get the idea of that? Put him in a down facing you and then walk towards him. And then as you're walking right by his side, say heel and press the button and he'll walk and flip right into a heel.
Short it down.
Just come over here, walk straight. As you get right past the head, say heel, button, keep walking.
Heel.
Now put him in a down.
Short it down.
And you can practice that a few times. Now what I want you to do is make sure that the leash is over here because the dog just turned the wrong way. It should have gone like this. Heel. Hey.
Whoa. Short it
Pull
off.
back. Went right for my laces. Relax, buddy.
Wow. Hey,
It's all right.
How about you?
that's
He's 10 months. I got him
too
at
close to Dad, I think.
Yeah. That's all right. I'm a little too confident. I'll just grab the leash. But hopefully you kind of get the concept of the dog's here, you walk past and it flips, but it should have flipped this way.
Okay. Short it.
Yeah, but I've got.
Yeah?
Separate question. When a dog's in heat like this and
Yeah.
like he's not fixed, I'm surprised he's not like reacting or smelling. Is that normal? I thought
If they were sniffing each other's butts,
that'd be different.
now they know what's up.
Okay.
We're keeping a distance and not letting anyone sniff butts. Partially why we gave that lecture, but all day long, once you know, then it's,
I want her.
I'm staring at that dog all day long, you know? Any other questions from anybody? You haven't been here in like a month. Any questions? What do you got for us?
Nothing so far. She's been good.
All right, so
This besides little dog.
yeah, I mean, I only saw like a quick reaction, but for the most part, it's good to see you.
Say
Hi.
Frankie.
I missed you, Frankie.
We missed you guys.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
I know. Good job. Do you want to take Watson and weave through everybody? You already did?
Yeah, Vince already had us do it.
All right.
He's great.
Our question right now is how should we get him back into the groove of training? Because like I was doing like an hour a day before he got fixed, and then we've maybe done half an hour this whole week.
What are you guys doing later today?
I'm gonna try to go surfing tonight. That's about it. Though.
Tonight? Surfing at night?
Like between 4 and
Before
6.
Did you see that we made the news within a week?
Did you guys really? Where?
Brian jumped off the cliff.
Ryan did?
Yeah, or Scooby, the other Malinois, jumped off the cliff,
But we were
and we
talking
woke up
about
to
the cliff,
firefighters, police,
Oh
news,
my
the whole thing.
goodness.
Vince had to climb up the cliff and get him, and he's on the news as local dog owner saves dog, saves the day, epic save. The whole he looks like such a hero. It's hysterical.
Do you guys like the neighborhood though?
So love the neighborhood, don't like the neighbors. The people next to us hate us.
That's
Really?
like us.
Oh my God, hate us.
It's just one of
Woke
those.
up today to being yelled at by him.
They live like 5 minutes away from me now.
It's the best. I'm gonna be at his house
I
soon.
drove by their house when I went to work the other morning, and I like saw all the trucks, and I drove back.
Anything that you guys need to work on? I know you got a question.
Is that your Suburban?
Or is it mainly just getting the dog to heel properly and not pull and sniff?
He's fine during the week, no problem at all.
Okay.
I don't know if he gets so overexcited in that car or depressed or whatever it is. He drools like crazy for the first half of the class. Then once they get him here, he doesn't listen at all for class. He was
Okay.
just he's breaking my arm in here today.
I'm so jealous of their house.
All right, let's do this. I want to train the dog.